Investiture of the Gods, Chapter 54.
So let's set the scene. Things are looking pretty grim for the Shang forces, aren't they?
Grim is putting it mildly. Shiki has just landed a massive blow. General Deng Zhigong himself is seriously injured.
Neza got him right, took him out of the fight.
Yeah, hit his shoulder, his arm. The sources say broken bones, severed tendons. For a regular general, that's it. Campaign over.
And it wasn't just him. His daughter, Deng Shenyun, she's also wounded.
That's right, the famous stone thrower. Taken down by Yang Jin.
And the way it happened is kind of brutal. Yang Jin just ignored her stones.
Pretty much. The text makes a point of it. Her famously deadly stones just bounced off him. He was focused.
Focused on what? Taking her out specifically.
Well, she was attacking his ally, Long Zuhu.
Yeah.
Yang Jian went after her. She throws these stones right at his face. He doesn't even blink.
And then
Then he uses his magical hound, the Xiaoshen Quan.
Ah, the celestial dog.
Right. And it bites a chunk of flesh and skin right out of her neck. It's quite graphic.
Ouch. So yeah, the two main commanders for Shang are down. Injured, demoralized.
Weeping in their tents, basically. Facing what looks like certain defeat, Xing's got all the momentum.
It seems like the fight's pretty much decided at this point.
You'd think so. But this is where things take a very sharp turn. Remember, in this conflict, sometimes the least likely people have the most surprising abilities.
More artifacts.
Exactly. That advantage Shinki has, it's about to evaporate.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because the whole situation flips, not because of some huge army showing up, but because of one very short supply officer.
Right. Enter Tuxingsun. He's listed as a Duliangguan, a supply officer.
And the key detail everyone remembers.
His height, or lack thereof. He's described as just 4 feet tall, Sichi Yuyu, tiny.
So picture this. The commanders are in despair, and in walks this 4-foot supply guy.
But he walks in like he owns the place. Total confidence. Gugong is there, moaning about his tendons, thinking his career's finished.
And Tuxingsun just steps up.
Pulls out a gourd, takes out a jindan, a golden pill.
Ah, the mystical cure-all.
Precisely. He grinds it up with some water, applies it with a feather to Zhugong's wound. Instant relief. The text says it was like sweet dew. The pain just vanishes.
Wow, okay. That's convenient.
More than convenient, it's reality bending. He does the same for Deng Chanyun in the back tent, heals her nick wound instantly too.
So these pills basically negate battlefield injuries.
It seems so. It shifts everything. Suddenly, this supply officer is the most valuable person in the army, not for fighting, but for his medicine cabinet.
Zhugong must have been ecstatic, but what Tuxingsun does next is bold.
Extremely bold. He basically boasts, if you'd used me earlier, Shiki would already be conquered.
Huh. Okay. Confidence isn't lacking.
Not at all. And Zhigong, likely overwhelmed by the pain relief and desperate for any hope, he buys it. Completely.
This is the bit that always gets me. Zhigong makes a huge command decision right then and there.
A massive one. He fires his existing vanguard, Taiwan.
Just like that.
Just like that. And appoints Tuxingsun, the supply officer, as the new vanguard Zheng Yin Shengxing, the lead attacker.
Based on 2 magic pills and a boast. I mean, you have to wonder, was Zhigong really thinking strategically here or just reacting?
It really feels like desperation, doesn't it? He's betting the farm on Tuxingsun and whatever magic he possesses. 0 combat record needed.
And Tuxingsun doesn't waste any time.
Nope. Rides out immediately. And who does he call out first?
Has to be Neza, right? The guy who injured his new boss.
Exactly. And the sources give us this great little scene. Neza's up high on his windfire wheels.
Looking for a worthy opponent.
And he just doesn't see Tuxingsun at first. He's literally looking over him.
Because he's expecting someone taller.
Presumably. When he finally spots this 4-foot figure, he's just dismissive. Scornful, even.
Finding mistake.
Huge. Because Tuxingsun's height becomes his greatest weapon.
How so?
Neza can't fight him effectively. He's used to opponents at a certain height. His spear just swings uselessly over Tuxingsun's head.
He can't angle it down properly?
Apparently not. He just can't connect. It's this combination of small target and likely unexpected speed.
So Neza gets frustrated.
Makes a classic error. He comes down off his windfire wheels, tries to fight him on the ground, level the playing field.
And Tuxingsun pounces.
Instantly. While Neza's adjusting, Tuxingsun darts in, hits his leg, then his hip or thigh, the kuazi, with an iron rod.
Oof. Neza's caught off guard.
Totally. He reaches for his universe ring, his own artifact.
Too late.
Way too late. Tuxingsun unleashes his real trump card, the immortal binding rope, the Kunjin Shang.
Ah, the rope.
There's a flash, a sound, and Neza Lotus body, and all is just bound up. Instantly, midair even.
Just like that, immobilized.
Completely. Bundled up, thrown down, and dragged back to the Shang camp as a prisoner.
Incredible. But there's a catch with this rope, isn't there? Something about where he got it.
Yes, and this is crucial. The text is very clear. Tuxingsun stole this incredibly powerful artifact from his own master.
His master being?
The immortal Lisun, one of the major Taoist figures.
So this victory, this incredible capture, it's based on theft. Betrayal, really.
Exactly. It puts his success in a very different light. It's not divine favor, it's the power of a stolen superweapon.
And does he stop there?
Not a chance. Huang Tianhua sees Neza captured, gets furious, and charges out for revenge.
And walks right into the same trap.
Pretty much. A brief scuffle, Tuxingsun uses the rope again. Flash, sound, done. Huang Tianhua is captured too.
Wow. 2 of Shiki's most powerful young warriors taken down in quick succession.
By a 4-foot-tall supply officer with a stolen rope. Imagine the shockwaves going through the Shiki camp.
Yeah, the morale hit must have been devastating. They're supernatural champions, neutralized by someone they literally overlooked.
And by a power they don't understand yet.
So, Deng Zhigong now has these 2 prized prisoners. What's his move? Execute them for a quick morale blow.
You might think so, but he actually plays it quite cleverly, politically.
Oh, how so?
Instead of killing them there, he decides to send them, still bound, all the way back to the capital, Jeosh.
Why?
To maximize the glory. Show the emperor tangible proof of his success. Boost his own standing. It's about prestige.
Smart, in a ruthless sort of way. And I bet there were celebrations.
Big time. The sources say they drank until the 3rd watch, like 3 a.m. Zhigong is flying high.
And maybe he had a bit too much celebratory wine.
Seems likely, because he makes another huge impulsive promise.
What now?
He offers his daughter, Deng Qinyun, the one Tuxingsun just healed in marriage.
To Tuxingsun.
To Tuxingsun, on one condition.
Which is?
Conquer Xi quickly. Finish the job.
Wow. So, Vanguard, potential political marriage. Tuxingsun's having a good week.
A very good week. He's gone from nobody to the key player, motivated by status, glory, and now romance.
So who does he target next? He's aiming high now, right?
As high as it gets. The next day, he calls out the commander-in-chief himself, Jiang Ziya.
The strategist. Seriously.
Demands his surrender.
How does Ziya react? Does he know about the rope?
It seems not, or at least he underestimates it. He comes out, but his first reaction is just disdain for Tuxingsun's appearance.
He insults his height after what happened to Neza.
Yep. Calls his appearance unbecoming Burui Guanxine. He makes the exact same mistake Neza did. Underestimation based on looks.
Oh, dear. So Ziya tries to fight him.
He does. Tries to use his sword, but again, same problem. Target's too low, too quick, he can't land a hit.
And then the rope again?
Inevitably. Tuxingsun whips out the immortal binding rope for the 3rd time. Flash, sound.
And the commander-in-chief is captured.
Bound tight and thrown right off his magical mount to Sibuxiang. The entire Shikin command structure is now effectively decapitated.
Here's where it gets really interesting, because they don't just lose him, do they? There's an immediate reaction.
Right. This time, Ziya's generals don't just stand there stunned. They see their leader go down and they charge.
A rescue attempt.
A desperate, immediate surge forward. They actually manage to fight their way to him, grab the bound Jiang Ziya, and pull him back into the city.
So they save him from being taken prisoner.
They save his person, yes, but not from the rope.
Ah, the rope's still on him.
Still binding him tightly. And Yang Jin, watching all this, sees the golden light from the rope and realizes what they're dealing with.
He recognizes it.
He suspects it's the Kun Xiancheng. He knows this is serious trouble, beyond ordinary means.
So they get Ziya back inside the city walls, but he's still tied up. Can't they just cut it off?
That's what they try. And this is where the true horror of the artifact becomes clear.
It doesn't work.
Worse than doesn't work. They try to cut it with a knife,
Oh.
and the rope just sinks deeper into his flesh. It tightens.
How? Okay, so cutting is out. Untying.
Impossible. It's magically sealed. It's an immutable snare. There's literally nothing they can do.
So Ziya is just stuck, bound and suffering.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a moment of total helplessness for Shiki. Even King Wu comes to see him, deeply distressed, lamenting the war and his advisor's agony. The whole campaign grinds to a halt.
Because of one stolen rope?
All because of that one stolen artifact. Mortal strength, mortal tools, leadership. None of it matters against this level of magic.
So how do they get out of this? Is there a way?
Not from within Shiki. The solution has to come from a higher power, from the source of Ziya's own magic.
His master.
His master, Yuanshi Tianzun, up on Kunlun Mountain. He sends help.
Who arrives? Another great warrior.
Not exactly. A Taoist child arrives. By Tongzi, the white crane boy.
A child to counter this super weapon.
Well, a divine messenger. He's been sent specifically because this artifact, the rope, originally came from their Taoist lineage, remember? It was stolen from Zhu Liusen.
Ah, so only someone from that same system can counter it.
Precisely. The white crane boy doesn't fight. He just presents a special talisman, a fuyin.
A magical seal.
Yes. He points his finger at the rope, binding Ziya, and it just falls off.
Yeah.
Instantly. No struggle, no effort. The counter magic simply cancels it out.
Wow. Just like that.
Just like that. Ziya immediately bows in thanks towards Kunlun, acknowledging his master saved him. When Yang Jian first encounters this thing, Jiang Ziya's reaction isn't just fear, it's deep suspicion. He actually asks, how can this be?
It's a fascinating moment. It really raises these deep questions about loyalty, even in, like, celestial warfare.
He recognizes the rope.
Yes, he recognizes it as belonging to Zhu Liusen, and he immediately worries, could his own sect leader turn around and harm me?
Wow. So it's an immediate spiritual crisis on top of the military one.
Exactly. It complicates the whole response. The mere existence of this artifact just throws the entire chain of command, the trust, into question.
But I guess military necessity kind of takes over.
Yeah.
Because Tuxingsun comes back, looking for a fight.
He does, and Yang Jian volunteers, but he does something really interesting. He doesn't just jump into fight.
He engages to study, right?
Precisely. He tells his peers he will first carefully observe the details of the situation. He knows this is recon, not really a duel.
Okay, so he takes the field, they fight for a bit, 5 or 7 exchanges, the text says.
Back and forth.
Then Tuxingsun decides, okay, time's up, and throws the immortal binding rope.
And we're told it flashes with this brilliant light guang huakan lan. Yang Jian is caught instantly.
Looks like victory for Tuxingsun.
He certainly thinks so. But because Yang Jian was focused entirely on observation, on strategy, he had a counter ready.
Ah, so before the Shang soldiers can even drag him away.
They stumble or something happens and the captive Yang Jian just transforms.
The soldiers look down and poof, General Yang Jian is gone, replaced by, what was it?
A piece of stone.
A rock. That's brilliant. Talk about psychological warfare via geology.
It completely throws Tuxingsun off his game. He realizes he's dealing with someone much more spiritually powerful than he thought.
Okay, so the rope trick failed, but the fight's not over.
Not yet. It resumes, and this time, Yang Jian kind of pushes things to reveal that second hidden skill.
How does he do that?
He throws his companion, the howling celestial dog, into the air to attack Tuxingsun.
And this is where the real problem shows up.
Exactly. Seeing the dog coming, Tuxingsun just twists his body and vanishes. Instantly gone. He uses the earth-traveling skill.
So the dog, this ultimate tracker, has nothing to attack. He just disappears into the ground.
Right. And this is the moment Yang Jian understands the true scale of the threat.
So what does this mean for Western Qi? So what here?
Well, Yang Jian goes straight back to Jiang Ziya and basically says, look, if the Shang Kem has someone with this earth-traveling skill, Western Qi definitely cannot win.
He downplays the rope.
He does. He focuses entirely on the strategic nightmare of that skill. The problem isn't just a weapon, it's the instant, unpreventable access.
It's described as being without restraint, right?
Exactly. It means Tuxingsun is like a human cruise missile who can bypass everything, walls, guards, everything.
He can just pop up inside the city, kill key leaders whenever he wants.
And Tuxingsun knows it. Back in the Shan camp, he's bragging to his commander, Ding Zhugang. Says he can travel 1,000 li underground.
And he gets ambitious.
Very. He declares he's going to end the whole conflict that very night, sneak into Western Qi, assassinate King Wu and Jiang Ziya. Quick victory.
Okay, so the stakes are incredibly high now. This is where Jiang Ziya, the master strategist and diviner, really has to step up. Physical defenses alone won't cut it.
Right. And he's already worried about Tuxingsun. Then suddenly, this fierce, strange wind, a Zhen Guai Fing, sweeps through his hall.
Not just any winds, right? This is an omen.
A big one. It's strong enough to snap their treasure banner. That's a profound sign of chaos, of malicious intent aimed right at the leadership.
So he immediately turns to spiritual intelligence gathering.
Exactly. He gets out the 8 trigrams, lays out the gold coins, does his divination thing, and it confirms the immediate assassination plot. He knows it's coming, and likely soon.
So knowing the threat is, well, asymmetrical, coming from below, through walls, he sets up this multi-layered defense.
Several specific countermeasures. First, 3 mirrors hung at the main gate.
And 5 more mirrors inside the main hall. Why mirrors?
Well, in Chinese folklore, they often serve a dual purpose. Physical reflection, sure, but also spiritual disruption. They're meant to confuse or disrupt magic, or the perception of an intruder like Tuxingsun who relies on stealthy transit.
Makes sense. What else?
He also puts all generals on high alert, armed and ready. Total physical readiness.
And the biggest move, he hides the real target. King Wu is secretly stashed away.
Yep, in a secure, secret room, protected by 4 trusted generals. And Jiang Ziya himself sits on the main throne, using his own spiritual power for protection, essentially acting as the primary decoy.
Wow. It's this perfect blend of spiritual foresight, physical security, and outright deception.
It really is. An asymmetrical defense for an asymmetrical threat. So later that night, Tuxingsun tunnels into the city, totally convinced he's got this.
He checks Jiang Ziya's place first.
Yeah, but he sees the guards, the mirrors maybe, and realizes the defense is too tight. Bow strung, swords drawn, as the text says. He gets frustrated, waits a bit, then decides, okay, pivot. Target the king first in the royal palace.
And this is where things go from high strategy to, honestly, high-stakes psychological warfare, maybe even a bit absurd.
It really is. Tuxingsun drills up through the palace floor. He sees what looks like King Wu and his concubines drinking, and then later retiring to bed.
He thinks he's hit the jackpot.
Absolutely. The sources say he was overjoyed, climbs onto the dragon bed, lifts the canopy, and instantly beheads the sleeping figure he thinks is King Wu.
Mission accomplished, right? End of story for the Shang.
Almost. But then comes the pause. The fatal error. The job's done. The decoy king is dealt with. But he notices the surviving concubine.
And the description is key here.
Very key. Her face is like peach blossoms. There's an exotic fragrance. And just like that, he's consumed by desire. He completely loses focus on the mission.
That desire that completely undermines everything.
His perfect assassination mission just derails. He asks the concubine if she wants to live or die now that the king is gone.
And the concubine,
Yeah.
who is actually Yang Jin in disguise.
Plays along perfectly, compliments Tuxingsun, praises his strength, agrees instantly to be his consort. It's the perfect honey trap.
The disciplined Yang Jin must have had to pull that off. Incredible.
Complete commitment to the role. Tuxingsun, totally overcome, strips off his clothes, dives into the covers expecting, well,
Passion, but
But instead, the woman's hands lock around him like iron. An inescapable grip.
Tuxingsun screams he can't breathe.
Exactly. He cries out, can't even catch his breath.
And then the big reveal.
This is the peak drama moment. The concubine shouts, "Good fellow, who do you take me for?" Reveals herself. It wasn't a concubine at all.
It was Yang Jin, transformed into this beautiful woman to lure him in. Absolutely brilliant.
And he secures the naked, probably very surprised, Tuxingsun. And here's the most critical detail. He holds him clamped under his arm, making sure he doesn't touch the ground.
Right, because if the Earth Traveler touches the dirt,
He's instantly gone. It's a masterful, high-risk, cross-dressing spy operation. Neutralized the uncontainable threat through manipulating human weakness, not through magic or armor.
so Yang Jian brings the captured, likely deeply embarrassed Tuxingsun before Jiang Ziya. Explains he has to be kept off the ground.
And Jiang Ziya, knowing how fast this guy is, how dangerous, orders immediate execution. No messing around.
Get rid of the threat now. Makes sense.
But despite all the genius, the perfect capture, there's one tiny, critical human slip-up right at the execution.
Oh no, this is the most frustrating part, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
As Yang Jian prepares to execute the order, he just shifts his grip, changes hands to draw his sword.
That single moment, that tiny movement.
That's all Tuxingsun needed, that split second of opportunity.
He struggles free.
Struggles free, touches the earth for just an instant, and vanishes. Gone. Poof.
Yang Jin is just left standing there, Nun Shenku, staring blankly.
Exactly. The perfect trap, completely ruined by a momentary physical error. It just shows the level of precision needed when dealing with these kinds of powers.
Wow. So what happens to Tuxingsun?
Well, he's terrified, humbled. He quietly sneaks back to the Shang camp and lies to his commander, Deng Zhigong, claims the city's defense was just too tight, couldn't get close, saves face, but the problem isn't solved.
And this failure forces a rethink, right, for Yang Jian and Jiang Ziya.
It does. Yang Jin realizes that physical defense, even clever deception like the honey trap, has its limits against an innate skill like earth travel. The problem isn't just Tuxingsun himself.
It's the source of his power.
Precisely. So he suggests the true solution isn't military, it's more like research, intelligence gathering.
He proposes leaving the battlefield.
Yeah. He tells Jiang Ziya he needs to travel to the source, Jialong Mountain, Flying Dragon Cave, investigate Tuxingsun's origins, his training, and figure out the secrets of that immortal binding rope while he's at it.
That's a major strategic shift, taking the fight to the enemies.